Perfect countdown. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the live show. I have actually something completely different for everybody. It is not an RDA, it is not an RTA, and is not an RDTA of any sorts. It is a standard sub-ohm tank, one that caught my eye a while back that I found very interesting. And the group that makes this tank is one of those that is hidden underneath the covers just a bit. For those of you who know Advken, they're kind of those ones that sit in the back and just kind of throw something random out, kind of to surprise everybody. I had actually won a tank a while back off a reviewer that was by Advken. And a while back, and then before I moved up to Michigan, sorry about that, y'all. I was actually doing some shopping down south around my hometown at a place called Vapor Bank. Really cool place. If you guys are looking for some nice hardware, be sure to check out vaporbank.com. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What is bugging my eye? Cat hair, probably. Ugh. Not cool, man. Not cool. I'm going to scoot my camera over just a bit. There we go. But they had a that's one of the places I shopped. The other place that I checked out was called TNT Vapor. They do have a website. Uh, Google it, check them out. Evansville, Indiana, real cool place. And they had a tank by Advken that caught my eye. And I have it with me here right now, broke down so we can get a nice close view of it. And it is called the Advken Owl tank. And I just love this thing. This is the Advken Owl. It's unique. I like the drip tip to it, oddly enough. It is an 810 drip tip. I've actually been able to switch it out on top of my Widowmaker. The drip tip at the top there, I don't know if anybody can see it, around the edges is kind of domed a little bit to help increase the flavor. And yes, it is top airflow. Airflow ring is completely adjustable. Doesn't lock or anything, completely rotates. Both sides, dual airflow. Now, where you're seeing the owl right there, the owl, then the image of the owl is where the airflow is chambered to the bottom. The coil that is in it already is the standard coil. Now, Vaporesso actually makes a coil called the GT coil. It is a little bit bigger than these. This is a mesh stainless steel by the blue banding on it. But Vaporesso actually does make a coil that is a hexagonal shape that does fit this. It is a little larger, and it is a little larger than your standard coils. But the trick to this tank to setting these coils up properly is, I don't know if anybody can see it there. Probably not. I have a juice hole right here and right here, just barely going past where the airflow is. Now, if you're going to use the Vaporesso GT coil, you'll want to do that because that's going to help circulate the juice through the tank. But with these smaller coils, there's enough room on the side there, you won't have to worry about it. But it's nice to get them lined up. The nice thing is I can actually see light on this side right here of the coil. So that tells me that gives the juice some place to go around. Sliding top fill. which is nice. I'll get to that in a second at how to fill it. But here's the coil to it and the base deck. Take that coil out real quick. I had already actually pre-juiced the coil so that way a little bit of the juice can soak in for after I actually fill it up. But there's what it looks like without the coil head in it. You can see that it's raised up a little bit and the airflow actually goes underneath the coil. Now, unlike the Zeus, how it actually well, it is kind of like the Zeus. Same concept, but also a little different. Clean up this juice. Cats are going out cracky out. Cats are on crack and just chasing each other around outside my door. I can hear them. Clean inside of that up a little bit. And we'll throw the coil back in. But yes, there's that blue banding on the coil to show you that it is stainless steel, if I'm correct on that. I should be because OFRF does the same exact thing, and those are next mesh coils. And those usually are stainless steel mesh. There we go. Got to rotate it counterclockwise until you hear it click into the base. So that way you can get it in there. Bubble glass, 4 milliliters, Fat Boy. You pop that off, clean on the inside. Now, there's the channels to the top airflow. Now to fill this thing up, it is right here. That is the juice flow. Damn it. Seriously, cat. That is where the juice comes. That is where the juice flows to fill up the tank. Now, this can be a little tricky since this is only a single port and it's got that little lip right there. Air will get trapped. So you have to take your time at filling this. Pop everything back together. We'll go ahead and get this baby filled up. Okay, looking good. And the juice I'm going to be putting in this is a custom-made juice that you can only find at a shop up here in Michigan. I don't know if anybody watches this, if there's any more shops around your area or not, but it's called Your Vape Shop. YOR. They do not have a website. They only have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. A huge selection of flavors to choose from. I mean, if there's a flavor that you can think of, chances are they probably got it. And they've got some good flavors in. I'll say that much. But the custom juice flavor that they have, my annoying little kitty claptrap. But I love her. Ain't that right? Stay down. Oh, knock crap off. Well, this is going to make entertainment for everybody. But now, as I was saying, the juice I'm running is a custom flavor. And yes, you are reading that right. Do blast. This literally tastes like a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. The person behind this did a fine job. It actually even has the soda fizzy flavor to it. Now, with this being a thin liquid, this tank will fill up pretty easily. But what I like to do is tilt it forward like this and make sure you got your point on the far side so that way a little bit of air can escape. Tilt it forward and slowly tilt it up. Let it go to the back, tilt it backwards just like that, and just keep doing it. This thing is a little tedious to fill because of that one hole. It is easy for air to get trapped in there, especially with thicker juices. You want to rotate it so all the juice and air bubbles can get out. And just like that, it's filled. Now I've already put, as I said, I've already put juice on the coil so that way it can get wicked up. So with that filled up, I'm going to go ahead and throw it on the mod that I have dubbed this, that I've codenamed with this tank, Gold Rush. And the tank and the mod I have it sitting on top of is my iJoy Diamond. I'm running dual 2700s in this. I have it currently set at 65 watts, but this tank is rated to about 70 to 80. 60 to 80. So we'll crank it up to 75 and let it sit for a while. 75.5. And we'll go ahead. Hello, good sir. The only person that would probably say that would be James. Hello and welcome to the show. But yes, I am currently vaping on it right now. The Dew Blast. Actually, I need to change the cotton in this because flavor's starting to go down, let alone rebuild this thing. Now, if anybody has actually joined us before, Jake and I have actually did an unboxing and flavor review between this tank and the Zeus tank. So that is on our Tag Team Vapors page on here on YouTube and Facebook. If anybody would like to go check that out, feel free to. Yeah. So how's your day going, Sir James? So while I'm letting that soak in, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I actually did do a little flavor comparison between this and my Widowmaker. I hate saying it, but this thing actually blows the Widowmaker out of the water. It really brings out the flavors of juices, and the blueberry that I had for Element, this made it taste so much sweeter, like you're actually biting into a blueberry. And I don't even like blueberries. So to say this thing has better flavor than the Widowmaker is kind of disturbing. It's one of those things I don't like to admit myself, but yeah, that's the disturbing part about that. It might be a small tank that holds 5 to 5.5 milliliters, but I swear when you fill this thing up, I swear it holds 6. But the flavor and wicking capabilities of this Kylan 2 is freaking worth it. What kicks the flavor up so much on it is it's got that big ass dome to it. I'm holding in. I'm hanging in there. As you can see, I'm still alive. Yeah, I'm going to switch batteries in this because my my TOEFL Addy cube that I normally have on my brick here is currently in the deep cleaner getting nice and clean so I can rebuild it. So we'll let that tank sit for a couple minutes, let it get soaked in a little bit. Open that up. Close off the airflow. So I can't help that out and get the little vacuum in there and help it soak in quicker. And no, I'm not hitting that just yet. I'm just sucking air through it to pull the juice in a little more. Yeah, we do. I kind of missed that. We need to get back into doing Wednesday worms. But I don't know how that would work out since Mixer has kind of died off and it's gone to Facebook gaming. I don't know what we're going to do now. Probably just try to hook up on Twitch or something or find something different for Xbox. I mean, I do have Twitch on my Xbox. And before I forget, that is another thing. Anybody who would like to see me stream or get help and some interesting info on games, check me out on Twitch at LaserWolf1214. The channel name is actually what you're seeing here is Mr. Game and Vapes. I've been wanting to change the channel, everything on there, but to the Mr. Game and Vapes. But the channel name is still known as LaserWolf1214, but you'll see the icon that you see up here in the upper right hand corner. So be sure to check that out on Twitch. I have a lot of games that I play. I mostly play a lot of Titanfall and stream on it with friends. I need to get back in doing my Outer World Wednesdays. Since this is Monday, Titanfall Tuesday will be tomorrow at 9 Michigan time. That'd be 8 Illinois time. I'm really not good with time zones, or then again, it's just whenever I hop on. So if you see me on Twitch, feel free to join the chat. It's always open. I've always got it up on my phone, up on the screen on my PlayStation. So come in, chat. I do Borderlands here and there. I've been doing the new EchoCast. I need to start doing the Outer World Wednesdays again. Throwback Thursdays. It is the Dead Space series. I'm currently playing Dead Space 2. Then Friday is Fallout 4 Friday. I am currently still in Nuka World, running around there trying to stake my claim. Then Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays is just pretty much open for whatever. Yes, same here. I've been playing with one of my buddies that I met over Titanfall 2. Real cool dude. He's always up for anything. You know, the downside is he doesn't have a Xbox. Greetings, viewer. I'm just chatting with my buddy here. Feel free to join in. I'm letting my Advken Owl tank soak up within the time limit. I've actually pre-worked the coils. I'm just letting it soak in fully now before I get down to the nitty-gritty of vaping on it. So that way I'm not getting a dry hit because it is a mesh coil, a stainless steel mesh coil. And I'll go ahead and run the juice by again, which is a custom flavor by your flavor of it's your flavor of choice. I really don't know the name of it, but it's a custom flavor and I'll go ahead and hold this up, called Dew Blast. This is a Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavor, and it is spot on. It is only available in custom made selections at your vape shop. So, as I said earlier in the video, feel free to check them out. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Excuse me. Alrighty, it's been well over 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. So from the 15-minute mark up to the 21-minute mark, this should be good and soaked in, even for me helping it get it soaked in. So 75.5 watts. Ooh. Of course, just like some of your coils, you still got to let it get burnt in, but I'm really getting that dewy Baja Blast, the cooling part of it off this tank. Holy crap. Airflow is wide open, by the way. Nice, thick, dense clouds. I must admit, and there's not that much of a whistle either. It's actually fairly quiet. Yeah, I'm game. I'm actually going to turn that back down to 60. 65.5. Yeah, that is actually soaking up real nice. And to give you an idea of how much it's already soaked up, I don't know if anybody can see that bubble right there. Yep, just barely. Come on, focus. There you go. I need to get an overhead light sooner or later. I don't know. What do you want to play? Whew. Overall, I love this tank. It's interesting. It's unique. It already comes with a bubble glass pre-installed. It's top airflow, so it's leak proof, which is nice. Air goes down the channels, underneath the coil, and up through it. Drip tip is comfortable. The drip tip actually has a little concave dome in it. So it comes up, goes out, then up. Then you got the small hole on the drip tip. So that's going to help increase the flavor just a bit. But of course, just like every sub-ohm tank, it is going to suck the juice down. So since this is a fairly powerful mod, I'm only running it at the lower wattage of 65.5, so that way I'm not getting a dry hit right off the bat, and that still gives the coil time to soak up. Now, along with this being stainless steel mesh, this is going to last a while, as long as I don't end up running some real sweet flavors through it, because everybody knows that if you run a sweet flavor through something, depending on the sugar levels, it is going to crap your coils up like a mofo, and you're going to have to change them out within a week. But as long as you run something that is a mentholy flavor or something similar to it, kind of like this, that's got a cooling system, that's got a cooling flavor to it, or a beautiful coconut pineapple flavor or dragon fruit flavor that's not too sweet, you'll be just fine. Whew. I actually like that. It's not too cool, and it's got a real nice flavor to it. And I'm not getting that miniature brain freeze, as I would say, when I inhale, because it's not got a lot of menthol in it, which is nice. If it's one of those really cool flavors, it's got a lot of menthol, and when you inhale, your brain actually starts freezing. Nah, that's way too cold for me. You might as well be licking a glacier at that point. I love the I love the mod. The only downside is I wish that iJoy did with this is put one of those straps in there. The batteries are pretty much close together with no pull strap, kind of like the IPV. I just cut my fingernail, so it's hard to get this stuff in. Yes, this little pull tab right here. That's the only thing I wish that this mod had was the pull tab for the batteries. Other than that, you're just having to use your fingers or pretty much hit the mod off your hand to get the batteries out. But with these larger batteries, with these 21700s, I'm just pretty much keeping them in this mod and charging it via the C charge port right there. Now I'm getting the now I'm starting to get the smooth Baja flavored notes. Alrighty, James, just let me know when you're home and off work, and hit me up on Xbox, and I'll switch over. God, I'm gonna drain this tank in a matter of minutes because that flavor's so freaking good. That's the scary part. Your vape shop has got some good flavors, and that's YOR your YOR vape shop. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to see me do this anymore and just give up and not pursue my dreams, give it a thumbs down. Otherwise, I'm still going to keep doing it, whether you want me to or not, because I'm coming up with crazy descriptions the best I can. If you would like to request something that I review, I will do whatever I can to get it for your guys' entertainment, whether it be an RDA, tank, RTA, or an RDTA of any kind. So go ahead and let me know what. Hell, it even goes for flavors too. If there's a flavor you guys would like me to try, hit me up, send me a message, and I'll do what I can to get it. Till then, go ahead, and if you want, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications so that way I can know when you guys want some more stuff. Also, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out. I do have a Teespring page of merch, so feel free to go check that out if you want. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks, everybody, for joining in for this week. I know I usually do my reviews on Friday, but I was just trying to figure out what I should do. And when I was actually cleaning up my little bookshelf, I happened to just find the spare coil for the Advken Owl tank and decided to do it today. So something different for you guys and something interesting. Hope everybody liked it. Thank you all for joining again, and I will see you in the fog for next episode. Toodles, y'all.